Perfect. Should be good. Hello, hello. Welcome in. And yep, perfect. Anyway, welcome back for more investigations. Right. So yesterday I ended off Turnabout Reminiscence with the Yatagarasu quotation marks, one of the Yatagarasus having been found out as Callisto Yu, if she continues to go by that name. Maybe not, we'll find out. And they've made a reappearance, basically. And also, if I load this really quickly, there is an inverted card, which means there might be, what's it called? A third Yatagarasu? And, basically, Turnabout Ablaze should have a bunch of returning characters, I think. We got Detective Bad, Agent Lang, Callisto Yu, obviously K. Faraday, and we'll see who else. Turnabout Ablaze. Alright. Oh, I didn't even watch the cutscene either. It starts with fire, huh? 2 cards. One of the Black Raven and one of the White Raven. Okay, come on, man. A country torn in 2. One to the west and one to the east. Cadopian, okay. When those 2 were split and made whole again, the truth will reveal itself. It's the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu's here. That's a pretty fucking badass effect. You cue accursed Yatagarasu. Hey, you. You really believe it was K, man? 8 hours earlier. If it is K, damn. But I don't know if it's K. K ends up being like an actual villain though for the second game. That'd be fucking insane. Alright. Relaxing and drinking some tea. It's so nice, almost dreamlike, to finally have the chance to relax and sip some tea. Yeah, I think so. Especially after what a whirlwind the past few days have been. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder. The next day, I investigated a kidnapping and a murder at the Gatewater Land theme park. And later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office. That is an insane few days for somebody that's just returned. Along with the thief who was out to pilfer files related to a case from 10 years ago. Uh-huh. How did I manage to find myself in the middle of so many cases back to back? That's just you, Edgeworthy? Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly. I'm afraid that's not gonna happen. Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth! This is big. Big, I tell you. Hey, what's wrong with you? Where's your enthusiasm? And suddenly the phrase, the fragility of dreams, come to mind. What are you talking about? Fragile dreams? Come on, let's go. The fake Yatagarasu isn't gonna just find herself, you know. Well, if you must know, it's possible that I was paid a visit last night by your fake. It is pause. So I was thinking there's three, but with the proper order of when the events occurred in the intro, it is possible for Kay to be the Black Yatagarasu. Say what? I don't know about that, though. Unfortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. But even now, we're still looking for this criminal. However, I must warn you that we've only had a few hours to search so far. So I must insist that you be patient on this one, Kay. What's with you today? Are you sure you aren't sleep-talking to me right now? Anyway, I've got something much more important that I want you to see. Oh, and that is... I like her animation of her digging through her bag. Take a look at this. Card to Embassy. On March 14th. I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. Okay, not already standard. Deviating from the standard. That's quite a bold declaration to send to an embassy. It's today the 14th? I don't fucking know. I suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch wind of this. And the date the card mentions is today. Today, huh? It's like there's no rest today. Come on, we gotta hurry. The embassy awaits. I suppose it is quite an urgent matter. However, do you know which country's embassy we should be investigating? Well, it's some really special country, and I'm actually really fuzzy on the details. But never mind that. Where's all your energy? Why are you so lackadaisical today? I'm not, Kay. You're just too wound up. Well, then you should get too wound up too. Because this just might be our chance to catch that woman. You mean Miss Yu? How could you forget, Edgeworthy? The woman who killed Kay's father, Byron Faraday, 7 years ago. A dismissive look. God damn it. Callisto Yu. She claimed to be the great thief Yatagarasu, and then disappeared from the courtroom. She makes Sumo so mad. The phony. Everyone knows the real Yatagarasu would never send something like a calling card until a company's underhanded dealings are made public. The target is always unaware that the Yatagarasu has paid them a visit. That's what makes the real Yatagarasu so awesome. The Yatagarasu's card that's shown in this article, it looks to me as though it could be genuine. See, that's the thing. Whoever it is, that person isn't the real deal, but has the knowledge of the Yatagarasu. If this isn't a clue that that woman's involved, then nothing is. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, out the door you go. Wait, there are a few preparations I must make before we go. There's something interesting about this card we found last night here in my office. It's of a different color than the one in the article, which makes me wonder why. I'm also wondering why. What's up? Any reason why you're boring a hole through the newspaper with your eyes? Let me see. No reason at all. Very well. Seeing as how Miss Yu is also somewhat of special nature to me, I agree there is some merit to be found in investigating this. I knew you'd come around. 5 p.m. Theatrum Neutralis. It's called Neutralis. Alright. By the light of this night's glorious moon. We are ready. Ready to embark on our nightly outing. And this is where our tale begins. Not the Steel Samurai. Aww. What a coincidence. Oh, I love the Steel Samurai. You would have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy. Yeah, the climax was really awesome. Steel Samurai Sushi Slash! I got chills down my spine when he pulled that move out. I suppose it really is more impactful to watch a show in person than on television. I had to say though, this embassy is kinda set up funny. I mean, they have two countries sharing the same building. Ah. Well, as you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even this theater is special in that it is a neutral zone shared by the two countries. Let's hope it remains neutral. So let me get this straight. The Steel Samurai show just now is being sponsored by one of the two countries. The one that's called the Kingdom of Ablaze. Okay. That's a new name. Not. Yeah, so it would appear that the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country as well. It looks like an orange? Or, well, this could be a flower, I guess, right? Or, I don't know. I don't know, Zipples. Seems that way. But you know who I'm really into, the Jammin' Ninja. The Republic of Babel is sponsoring a Jammin' Ninja stage show. Babel. That's something for fangirls like me. We totally gotta see that too, Mr. Edgeworth. The Jammin' Ninja show is gonna kick the Steel Samurai show's rear end. Huh. No, ever since I first met this girl, I've always had this inkling. What she really wants to be is not a thief, but rather a ninja. So anyway, about today's event, what's it called again? The Kingdom of Ablaze versus the Republic of Babel Goodwill Jubilee. Goodwill Jubilee, huh? The small European countries of the Kingdom of Ablaze and the Republic of Babel. These two countries used to be a single entity that was abundant with nature, and it was called the Principality of Cadopia. Ah, now we're making some sense. So this was something that changed within like the 7 years? Is everything alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I'm alright. Moving on. After a period of civil unrest, the country split in two. Those signs of their past remain. For example, their flags preserve the flower and the butterfly motifs to this day. This was on the 9th. Okay. I was like, I thought it looked familiar. Oh, whoa. Okay. Is that knife a key to something, actually? I don't think it was the Yatagarasu's key, but it was a key. Key to what, though? Okay. Young girl reporting to be the second Yatagarasu. Trail of her father's killer. An admiral, prosecutor, and father of K. Killed 7 years ago by Callisto U. Claimed to be Yatagarasu and then made her escape. Alright. Cadopia, huh? The KG-8 incident, and what was referred to as the second KG-8 incident, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Both of these cases were related to the Principality of Cadopia. In the 7 years that have passed, the country may have split in two. However, the Yatagarasu still sent a calling card here. What could it mean? We have to figure that out, Edgeworth. Come on. Hey, filming the conversation, huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I know you're thinking about something. Oh, excuse me. What were we talking about again? If you could please stop spacing out on me. Anyway, we were talking about the Alabas versus Babel Goodwill Jubilee. The two countries have had a pretty bad relationship with each other. But supposedly, they've been trying really hard to make up recently. That's why they decided to hold this event. Okay. So the smuggling ring people don't want them to reform? Question mark? If that's the case, then why the versus? Friendly competition. Also, both countries claim to own the real Primidux statue. Primidux statue, a national treasure to both. And they're planning to have them publicly evaluated today to see which one's the real deal. Something tells me they're both fake. Okay, need I remind you to take care and not succumb to your thieving desires. Well, when it comes to treasure, I can't help myself. You know that. She had better be saying that in jest. Hey, I can read your body language, you know, and you've got it all wrong. Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell you. Huh, I know. And although we don't know if the Yatagarasu will really make an appearance, I suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. We sure should. Definitely plop a save, if I can. Anything to say Special K? There's a very festive atmosphere in here. Yep, super festive. I'm really happy for the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babel. It's great that they have re-established diplomatic relations. Yeah. Politics is usually an interesting, well, things get complex when politics get involved, right? So, seeing it from an investigative point of view, we'll see. The newspaper says that it's almost like they're Cadopia once again. Perhaps we are bearing witness to a historic moment in time. Hey, look! They're selling some commemorative merchandise to celebrate this event. Founders Cadopian Biscuits. And over here, they're selling Royal Cadopian Biscuits. It would seem that they have yet to reconcile their competitive spirits. It's Lana. Oh, God. Well, that'll be a situation. That's so great, actually. Oh, man. Alright. This is the perfect angle. Go. My image. Travel across the wave world and into every TV set around the globe. A more honest approach to appearing on TV might serve your ambitions better. And there are pamphlets about the two embassies here on this table. Okay. AB, left to right. AB, left to right. Alabasta. Babel. It still looks weird to me. It's kind of weird, actually, yeah. The country split into two a few years back. Oh, and they've shared the building and its grounds 50-50 ever since. Oh, I guess it's because they don't have the money. To build two separate ones, huh? I suppose I should think that's not the reason why, Kay. That's a fucking pretty expensive thing to do, so I can understand. Share this building with boarders. Huh? What is all the hubbub? Ah! Hey, look! It's the Steel Samurai. And he's got his son, the Iron Infant, with him. Okay. I don't know if I like the Iron Infant. God. You know, I've seen a lot. But today's show was like... okay. Wait, I did not. A bunch of these shows and a bunch of other places, but today's show, it was like they went for a complete comedy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that last move, the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash, I couldn't help but laugh. I know, right? And that pink princess's movements were really stiff. In the middle of the show, I could swear that I heard her hip crack. Oh, I know. I totally thought that too. The pink princess has a bad hip, seriously? Just what were they thinking, you know? I suppose there's no graceful way to enter this conversation. 10 more minutes. No, in 5 more minutes. But isn't it really bad for me to spend time doing this? It's no use. Would someone please just tell me what I should do? You appear to be troubled by something. May I be of any assistance? Leave me alone. I'm trying to figure out just the right time to talk to that girl over there. And if I mess up, it's because I'm talking to you right now. Somehow I get the feeling he's about to fall flat on his face. Well, let's just do as he wishes and leave him alone. Those are some nice flowers. I wonder who they're from. Gatewater Imperial Hotel. Where's this, Mr. Edgeworthy? Ah, it's an ultra-luxurious hotel that sponsors the Steel Samurai series. I've been there once to investigate a case. Oh? So what kind of case was it? I believe it was related to the Nickel Samurai and the Jamming Ninja. Oh, I remember reading about that. You must be the head of the You must be the head of the Steel Samurai affairs down at the prosecutor's office, huh? I should think that even you can figure out that such an office does not exist. Okay. Why not? There's been a case in every game. Is there something I can help you with? I was wondering, what is beyond these doors? It's the Alabastian Embassy. Now, unless you have some business with the embassy. I suppose I can't really claim to have any business with the embassy right now. Well, you don't have to be so rude about it, Mr. Guard. National flag of the Kingdom of Alabasta is displayed here. The crest on it features a flower. Flowers and butterflies are kind of rare motifs for flags, don't you think? Not really. Well, they used to be the Cadopians. The government used to take pride in its land. The citizens also love the rich, bountiful nature all around them, thus the design. Hey, if the Steel Samurai got popular enough, do you think they'd put him on their flag? Are you in your right mind, Kay? Or maybe the Jammin' Ninja would make a better candidate. Ha! Don't make me laugh. Only the Steel Samurai deserves such an honor. Damn. Ba-da-ba-da. And we're here, reporting live from the Theatrum Neutralis. As you can see, tonight's audience is full of enthusiasm. Let's see what this member of the audience has to say. Well, okay, that was good. Let's do one more run-through. Excuse me, but when are you ready to film for real? Do you mind giving me a call? Since that you didn't hear a single word I just said. Okay, that's good. Alright, Now give me a dramatic slam right there. Stop, stop. Hey, do you mind? Get out of the way, buddy. Okay, once more in 3, 2, 1, act. Okay, was that my fault just now? Well, he's obviously working. Guess we should leave him alone. It's a flat panel, a tape duct, and a row of Steel Samurai videos on this table. I suppose it's so visitors can watch an episode or two at their leisure. Because it really is just that popular, huh? Is Spears bad, actually? Wait. Yes, although I never thought I would see it reach this level of popularity. Wonder why they decided to call in the Steel Samurai for an event like this. I mean, it's like they intended to cut the two countries apart with the Steel Samurai sword instead. Wouldn't that go against the whole point of this event? Here's that the child is watching a video from the first season of Steel Samurai. Go, go! Keep on fighting until your last breath. Go, my hero, the Steel Samurai. Completely absorbed in singing the theme song. I see. I'll let the child watch in peace. Global. That's where they filmed the Steel Samurai television show. Okay, they have been producing hit after hit recently, so the studio is being remodeled. Oh, heard about that in the paper the other day. A mascot of theirs is also getting a facelift too, right? What's its name? You mean Mrs. Monkey? Yeah, I thought it was something like that. You really have a great memory. Huh. Never underestimate my powers of recollection. I'd definitely be forgetting something. Ah, the hotel in Global Studios. Isn't there another studio? The national flag of the Republic of Babel is on display here. Huh. The crest on it features a butterfly. It's really rare to see a national flag featuring an animal on it. Not really. I can list at least a few off for you that do. Okay. Then are there any flags with real shit things on them? Chick things. That's pretty vague, kid. Excuse me. Although by my definition, there aren't any real flags that feature a shit object. Yeah, not really. Oh, that's too bad, because if there was, I was thinking about stealing it. Alright. And what exactly would you do with the stolen national flag, Kay? Babel. Is there something I can help you with? I was wondering what is beyond these doors. The Babelese embassy is just beyond these doors, sir. Do you have some business with the embassy? Do you require immediate access? No, that's quite alright. Are you sure, sir? Anyone and everyone is always welcome in the Republic of Babel. Okay. One is reserved and one is open. Or, well, open arms. Well then, since we're here. An embassy isn't some sort of theme park, Kay. You're such a buzzkill. Alright, let's get it over with. Where in tarnation are they? Come on, big scoop. Hey, mister. Out of the way, yeah, I'm talking to you. I seem to remember this woman from somewhere. And my instincts are directing me not to engage in the conversation with her. Perhaps it would be best if I left her alone. I mean, you're not wrong, but it's alright. She'll make an appearance. I don't think we're done with her. Also, I'm not sure that should be bent. Isn't it even like a different one? Also, I think that's a fake sword too. Their pants are long too. Okay. May I speak with you for a second? It's the Steel Samurai. Dot 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 dot. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you glaring at him for? Please excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before. To Mr. Edgeworth, Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of old Neo Old Tokyo. Steel Samurai Daddy, looks like he's written something down for you. Like pre-made or like fucking... Oh wow, an autograph. Pretty cool that you got one, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Naturally. My favorite thing in the whole world. Of course I'm getting an autograph. Oh. I cannot look at the behind of it. Worried man? No, that's a weird way to draw what's it called? An M? A cursive M? Also... Oh. Okay. From a duck statue, which are the national treasures of each country. They each also possess a set of 3 finely crafted knives. Okay. Surely not important at all. A very luxurious Cadopian paper. It is renowned for its extremely high quality. Sole producer of Ablaze, which is made from white wit crystal, is also known to generously offer coupons. Money. Also, history. It is Merry Man, okay. Mr. Steel Samurai, Ambassador Alba is waiting for you. Oh? Proceed to enter the Kingdom of Alabama. The Steel Samurai isn't only here for the 2 countries tonight, but rather can be thought of as a goodwill ambassador of our own country as well. There he goes, off to spread goodwill to the world. Hands with the ambassador. Our own country? There. Alright. He really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? Typically yes, but there were some things wrong with that. Okay, we're shooting the next segment now. Cue camera. In just a few seconds, the Jamming Ninja stage show is set to begin. After the show, the Jamming Ninja will enter the Republic of Babel. He is set to meet the Ambassador of Babel at that time. The Jamming Ninja show is about to start. We gotta get back to our seats. Regrettably, I don't have much of an interest in ninjas. Well, this show will change your mind. Come on, we have to hurry. If we miss even a second of the Jamming Ninja's awesome playing, I'll never forgive you. I suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay? A murder was going to occur. I could listen to a ninja marked for Death's Lullaby song all day. His superb playing and that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye. And his heart-wrenching voice. Now that's the Jamming Ninja's greatest weapon. Okay. Those pieces of Jamming Ninja merchandise over there. I've got to have them. I especially want that hair stick. The hair sticks they're selling exclusively at these shows. Okay. And they're exactly like the ones the heroine, Princess Misola, wears in her hair. That won't be relevant at all, I'm sure. Anyway, Anyway, hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes. You're thinking of going home, aren't you? Well, it doesn't seem likely that the Yatagarasu will be making an appearance tonight. Most likely it was simply a prank. No way. I just know the Yatagarasu will show. But I thought you said that the Yatagarasu doesn't send calling cards. Yeah, I did, but I figured from the very beginning that this would wind up being a wild goose chase. But that card she sent was a genuine fake calling card. A genuine fake, huh? Well, how can I word this? The Yatagarasu's mark that's on the calling card is exactly the same as my mark. Get it now? Hey, we've got a problem. The Yatagarasu has been spotted in Ablaze. What? You hear that, Miss Redworth? Ha! So you finally decide to show yourself, you phony. Hey. Hey, what gives? I'm sorry, but I will need to search you before you may enter. What the hey? The Steel Samurai just walked straight on through, right without... Now, if you don't hurry up and let me through, my phony is going to escape. Okay, a country's embassy is considered to be part of the country itself. You don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm going to enter through Babel and climb over the wall into Alabast.
Hold it!
Don't say that right in front of me. You tell the prosecutor straight out that you intend to illegally enter another. Okay, are you listening to me? She's already gone. Okay, Faraday, and I'm coming through. Yes, and welcome. Somebody stop. Anyone. Ha, ha, ha. Better start sprinting. Open air stage. I think a fire is raging. Cement. Keep out. This building site is dangerous. Parents are advised to warn children of the dangers and consequences of entering and playing on the site. Strictly no admittance to unauthorized personnel. Safety helmets, boots, and high-vis vests must be worn at all times, and all visitors and drivers must report to site office. Alright. Edgeworth, how far was it? How far was it? A few meters is all it takes. And he's winded. Okay, where are you? Don't tell me you really did find some way out over this fence. Ha! Fire! This is too big for us to handle. Looks like the Yatagarasu came to Babel, too. Ah, okay. There's our intro. You accursed Yatagarasu. Okay, you'd better be alright, wherever you are. Ah, I'm missing K. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Huh. A nice, I think I know that jacket. Maybe? Maybe not. Jake Marshall, maybe? A lot of States memorabilia. Hey, Auntie, what up? What up? Just starting case 5, and I don't know yet. Lots of interesting. Well, alright. I told you, it wasn't me. Oh yeah, Kay getting arrested.
Hold it!
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Huh. Yeah, you need to go on and run too, goddamn. Couple flight of stairs. Okay, are you alright? Do I look alright to you? Now can you do something about this woman? Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of this? Well, sir, it's, this. Oh. Our key. That was... Wait, that knife's different than the one that was hanging up, too. It is absolutely different. Or why do they not have a handle, I guess, yeah? It wasn't me. And accused of murder. Like a certain someone else we know. A certain assistant. Yeah, I want to see the rest of the scene now. He was already dead when I ran in here. Hot on the heels of the fake Yatagarasu. Look, I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the open air stage. Suspicious person? Open air stage, too. What is a male leg, I would say? A long black coat and a hood over their head. I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious. A hood, huh? When I saw that person, I immediately thought that they must be the fake Yatagarasu. So I chased after them into the embassy, then into here, and then lost sight of them. But I just know that person is the one who did it. Maybe. What are you so worked up about? Over. There's no reason for you to be this loud. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Lang's secretary. Sheena, I believe your name is correct? Well, we are amassing all the characters, too. If you're making an arrest, assume you have evidence that it was Kay who committed the crime. Is that also correct? That's not how they work. They just arrest. They just arrest people. You refuse to answer. And she takes off her glasses. I don't need to answer. You're merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority. It is true, we are on an embassy. Hey pal, just what the heck does what you just say mean? If it happened here, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction, the end. And seeing as how this building is sitting on our soil, we can investigate wherever we'd like. Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter. Huh? This office is considered to be part of the Republic of Babel. But there's Zhangfa. Which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Babelese government and Babelese law. We are going to play a little bit of a political game, giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights. Also, I mean, it was before you got here, Auntie, but the Steel Samurai entering the other embassy, incredibly suspicious, but okay. Giving them exclusive extraterrestrial rights. Sir, do you really believe that the truth is out there? Basically, our country's laws do not apply inside the embassy of another country. And that's what we've agreed to by our respective governments. Our authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered this place. Which means we can do little here in this situation. No way, sir. Please leave this matter in Interpol's hands and go home. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Hey, you're not... Mr. Edgeworth? Wait, he has a hold it. Is this bad then? In that case. Oh. Damn, dude's tan as fuck. Francisca back again. Ah, she's our Interpol in. Okay. Miss Von Karma. Oh, that's a ambassador. Hala, Heleno? Heleno? Heleno. I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation. It's really nothing. Ah. Being creepy as fuck with those hands. He is the Ablaze. Golden Boy. Man, he was my secretariat. So of course I would want to help you as much as I can. It's in fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly. Francisca. Well, well, I never imagined that I'd meet you here of all places. This is an embassy, meaning that you have no authority to conduct.
Hold it!
Already. What is it? Ambassador Paleno. And you are? I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant. Assistant? Miles, what the heck do you think you're... Please, I implore you, Ambassador Paleno. Oh, very well. I'll be counting on you, the two of you, Miss Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth. That's how he gets it. All right. What do you mean by you'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant, sir? I don't exactly have a choice, do I, detective? If I don't become Francisca's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation. There you go again, running at the mouth with that aloof expression on your face. Francisca, please. I don't know what you're planning quite yet. But at least I do know one thing. That you are now my subordinate. So I'll run you like a dog. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you should you have a brain lapse. Of course, I'll keep that in mind. Aww. I love their banter. If you're done playing games. Right, let's begin the investigation. Ablaze Embassy. By the way, detective, I suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here? Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. I was placed on guard duty for the Ablaze Embassy today, sir. Why they gotta be bringing out Gumshoe's failures, huh? He's just trying to be a hard-working man. And why are police guarding an embassy? Well, on account of the card they got from the Yatagarasu. They called us up and asked for our help, sir. Oh, and because we've been searching for the Yatagarasu these past 7 years. It was more or less mutually beneficial arrangement, if you ask me. Except for how mutually beneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. It looks like you failed to competently perform your guard duty yet again. Don't have to call him out like that. Look forward to your next salary negotiation, although it's out of my hands. But sir, if it gets cut anymore, I won't even be able to buy instant noodles anymore. Not the instant noodles. God damn it, alright. It's Steel Samurai Daddy. That was the fucking thing? Okay. A fire at the embassy. The window is open. The fireplace is surprisingly not sooty. Damn. Okay. Let the girl go. This is a different knife, probably from the other embassy, I would assume. And that is a weird looking grandfather clock with I was gonna say it looks like a box almost on top, but it's also at the bottom there. Can I leave? Nope. Alright. Looks like this was once a magnificent grandfather clock. It has fallen victim to the fire. It looks remarkably clean. Hey, Mr. Edgeworthy, is it okay for me to talk about the clocks in my own house, sir? They're unrelated to the case. I hope that you will refrain from sharing, but... well, there's this one clock that I made by myself, but that's quite enough, detective. I managed this auto. I can talk to him. Perfect. Yes, sir. Take my badge. Hey, it's your prosecutor's badge. This thing's really important, right? So what would happen if you lost it, sir? Why are you asking such an ominous question? Oh, well, because I've lost my police badge before, sir. I just wanted to tell you to be careful, sir. Because writing the explanation section on those requisition forms is really annoying. I believe someone needs to listen to his own advice a bit more often. Alright. The murder. While you were on guard duty, did you notice anything unusual? Oh, well, I was on watch inside the embassy, sir. But unfortunately, I didn't run into the Yatagarasu, sir. But I did talk to an officer who was on duty near the border between the two embassies. He told me that not a single person crossed the boundary during the incident. Not a single I see. The investigations into the fire in the Yatagarasu are a mess thanks to both events. I'm so confused, sir. Should I be putting the fire out or investigating? Probably the fire first. No Yatagarasu. What do you think, sir? Aren't you old enough to solve your own problems yet, detective? I'd like an update on how the investigation is going. Oh yeah, well, it's going, sir. In other words, you don't have a clue. No one has any idea what happened here, correct? To put it simply, yeah, you got it, sir. But we do know that something happened in this room, sir. Any moron with a pair of eyes could see what happened, detective. Ah. Well, anyway, let's investigate every nook and cranny in this room, sir. That's Edgeworth's line. We need to get serious, or Kay will end up getting arrested as the killer. Yes, I'm already well aware of that. Oh. In order to find out what really happened here in this room, we need to gather whatever information we can, and it's time to take a look. Maybe we talk to people first, yeah? Alright. What you got for me? I can't believe that Manny fell among thieves tonight. Why are you nervous without him? I have no idea what my schedule is tonight. Ambassador Palena, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police. That and only that. I ask you to cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Cochin's as well. You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating. Ah. A very brief glance of, what's the word? Willful? Determination? Willfulness? Like he was steadfast as like, and then he went, and then he goes back into it. Okay. Here, I know it isn't much, but I'd like you to have these. Coupons? I'm sorry, but it would be against my principle to accept a bribe. Oh, no. These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babel. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers that will when you visit lovely Babel. Now remember, the Republic of Babel is known for its feverish tourism industry. Fair play. My badge, good sir? Oh, is that a prosecutor's badge? It has a very cool design. It's kind of the same as Edgeworth. Ah, I know. We should start selling items like this as souvenirs in Babel. The tourists will absolutely go nuts over these. Please don't compare a proud symbol of my profession to a cheap souvenir. That's just it. It's a souvenir. I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased Manny Cochin. This friend. He was my secretary in the embassy secretariat, charged with running the whole place. He was an admirable man. His death is a great loss to our country. A very two-sided person, where he does this carefree shit for most of the time, but then you get a glance of his true nature, like this. Okay. He was in charge of everything. Counting, printing, taking care of our national treasures. I'm sorry, but did you say printing? Oh, our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry, huh? So, in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press here at our embassy. I see. Please excuse my forwardness, however. I feel I should mention that I have the distinct impression that I've met him before. Oh, yes. Since you are of the legal profession, I suppose you just might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KG8 incident. The KG8 incident? How do you not know that? I mean, it has been years, I'll give you that, but come on! You just earlier proclaimed your, clarity of memory, or whatever it was. And the defendant was found innocent in that case was Manny. Now he's dead. So Mr. Cochin is the same man as the one in the case. It's been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into this job. He was the one who planned this event and was overseeing this embassy's renovation. It really is a shame. He had such a bright future ahead of him. Manny Cochin, huh? All the familiar faces. Callias. That's a name. Polano. Callias Polano. Do absolutely anything for his country's tourism industry. Okay. Huh. Cooperating with Interpol. Where's Lang? Lang's in the other embassy, isn't he? Fuck, okay. Renovations. What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations? We can't have tourism and visitors to our embassy thinking we're a poor nation, can we? So renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is now no longer with us. Renovations. A fire started by the renovations? Possibly. Miles Edgeworth. What is it? Let me tell you something. You are currently my subordinate. And if you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect. What's with the giddy glit in her eyes? Because she wanted to. I don't think that will really be necessary, Francisca. Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you are still under me. I thought Francisca was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling case. So then, why is she here at this embassy? Take that! What about your prosecutor's badge? I have one too, you know. Ah, yes, so you do. But seeing as I'm not currently a proper prosecutor, I thought I'd give presenting it a try. Huh. Is that any way for you to act towards your superior? As if threatening a whipping is the proper way of lecturing someone. Ah, the murder. I was investigating at the Alabestian embassy when I got wind of this mess. That's right. The Yatagarasu was due to appear at the embassy as well. Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there. Although there was an incident at the Alabestian embassy as well. But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Ablaze embassy. So, Agent Lang is here as well, huh? Assembling a full cast of characters. I see you've met. Oh well, he's in the Alabestian embassy, acting as bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. Alba? However, he seems to have a different reason for being there. And a different reason for being there. So the suspect in the murder that occurred in this office is a little girl, huh? I see. Is she perhaps trying to be the Yatagarasu? Kay would never harm her soul, sir. Kay? You remember, do you not, about the case we investigated together 7 years ago? And that girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday. So she's that feisty little girl. Kay has been on the trail of the Yatagarasu, which is how she ended up here, looking for the one who took her father's life. I see. Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? The Yatagarasu just keeps on tricking us all. How so? The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. A white Yatagarasu card. But all we've had is an arson and a murder, sir. The Bolt Lab boys are going in circles. And you know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract, and it's going on the rap sheet. If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight. You wonder if Callisto Yu really is the Yatagarasu. Ah, I wonder as well. It won't let me through. Sorry, but Interpol is still conducting its investigation bond at this point. I'm a subordinate of Miss Von Karma. Is there some reason why I'm being denied access? My superior clearly stated, don't you dare let anyone near the site. You got that? But if I let you examine the site, my superior would get really angry at me. You know, Mr. Edgeworth, I feel really bad for this guy. So why don't we do as he says, huh? Well, yeah, I suppose we might as well. That's some fireplace. No, it really gives this place a mansion-like quality, don't you think, sir? Oh, these are a staple in every Ablaze house. And then I bet Santa Claus pays them a visit too, huh? Just how old are you again, detective? Okay, are you alright? You believe me, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? You don't think I did it, right? Yes, of course I don't. And I promise to prove that it wasn't you. That's enough chit-chat. You can investigate all you like. It's only a matter of time before we take her in. It'd be wise of you to give up while you can. No, I don't think so. Kay isn't lying. And my investigation will prove that to be true. Go ahead and try, if you're that confident. You can allow this to continue on this way. I must prove her innocence post-haste. Hey, it's another butterfly, sir. I believe it is a symbol of the Republic of Babel. Uh-huh. A drawing this big on the wall of an embassy. Quite sad. It definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism. Well, I've got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect our country. You may want to, Detective. However, I've yet to see the fruits of your desire. You don't have to be so blunt about it, sir. Wants to protect the people he cares about, that's for certain, and he's a fucking great-ass detective, but okay. And these shelves are lined with American souvenirs and memorabilia. It's really strange, isn't it? I mean, I thought this was the Ablaze embassy. So, why are there so many American souvenirs, sir? Perhaps the Ablaze are studying American culture and our tourism industry. That's what I thought. If they have plans to make the Ablaze tourism industry truly flourish, then they would need to observe and study other countries' methods, I suppose. Speaking of tourism, I got these from the blonde guy earlier, sir. He said that if I bring these with me to Babel, I can trade them in for a few buffets. Oh, so how do you expect to travel to Babel? Oh, well, the whole world is connected by the ocean, sir. And for an all-you-can-eat buffet, I'd swim all the way to Babel if I have to. It feels simple. Coupons really motivate people to do such fantastic things. They can when you're broke. Alright. Mr. Edgeworthy, sir. There's still something on this display rack, sir. Knives, huh? Although, the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately. I guess the handles all got burned off by the fire, sir. Ah, so even the knives fell victim to the fire, huh? Ambassador Polano, are these knives yours? Oh, why, yes they are. I don't have a good voice for him, but oh well. They are a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babel. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Ablaze's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. But I can't believe the Ablaze one had been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? There's a small release on the tang of this blade. Ambassador Polano. What is this notch here for? Oh, that's... It's a feature of these knives wherein you can freely exchange the handles on them. So that we can change how they look to fit the situation, of course. I see. So these knives were constructed so that the handles could be easily removed. Huh? Not burned away, easily removed. This ceiling fan must have fallen from the ceiling. Where else? A ceiling fan, huh? What does one of those do? Exactly what it sounds like it does. It's a fan that's installed on one ceiling. Well, if I had one of those in my room, I bet I'd go dizzy from staring at it as I slept. Probably, I could respect it. Detective Gumshoe. In the real world, we close our eyes when we sleep. It can still annoy you, though. Alright. Was it the other room in the... I swear they had the handle in the intro cutscene, is what I thought it was. This is a Primadux statue. And there's going to be one in both of them. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please do not touch it? I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat.
Hold it!
Allowed. That might be important, actually. But there is a possibility that is related to the murder. Wouldn't you agree? Hey, Mr. Edgeworthy, why don't we give up for now? We can force them to let us investigate it later when we find some solid proof. I suppose I don't have a choice here. This must be one of the Primadux statues Kay was talking about earlier. Is it just me, or does this man look a little just like the Steel Samurai? They could be twins. I could see resemblance, but it's a bit of a stretch. Nat treasure. Only Amb and Secretariat can touch. And they were really struggling to fit that in their little blurb. The safe. A small personal safe. This was Mr. Cochin's office, so perhaps he stored his most important documents in here. Of course, it's locked. It appears we won't be able to open it without the key. And the dial, the combination. Alright. So our victim was the Secretariat of this embassy, I take it? Manny Cochin. I heard that he was an admirable person. Very admirable. Ah. The cause of death is a stab to the base of his neck. He was lax in washing his back. We were fortunate that the fire missed our victim's body for the most part. Is that luck or a reason? If the fire had burned a bit longer, it would have made identifying him a hassle. He is pretty sooty though, actually. So Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire, huh? What in the world happened inside this room? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I would say it's kind of minimal burns, right? Like a surface layer of burns. He definitely started to burn. But it's like he's sooty, not actually like he burned, right? I mean, maybe it would have been too gruesome to display for the game, but we'll go with he was badly burned, I guess. Manny Cochin. I've seen him before. He was the suspect in the KG-8 incident. And I saw him talking with the other sister of the victim in that case, Miss Callisto Yu. I wonder if there is a connection between his murder and the KG-8 incident. Quite possibly. It's a knife wound. It's obvious that he was killed with. I wonder if it's consistent with the wound. Indeed. Okay. There is a key. Anything else, though, besides the knife, too? Okay. That is the, what's it called? Ablaze handle. Is this knife the murder weapon? Some preliminary testings have been conducted. According to the results, the blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blade's shape was also found to be consistent with the stab wound. But the handle could be exchanged. I suppose this means that we now know that the crime was committed with this knife. This knife's got some really fancy ornamentation going on, huh, sir? This thing's practically screams artsy at me, too. Although, it's also covered in blood. Just like the last thing that I said was artsy. What was the last thing you said that was artsy? I don't remember. Fuck. But the handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it. And that's what I noticed too. Speaking of the handle, I believe it has a butterfly motif. It's very beautiful. Uh-huh. Well, that's a thing to logic out. Oh, wait. Okay. And then, finally, the key. There appears to be something in his pocket. This key. It can't be. Isn't this the Yatagarasu's key that was stolen 7 years ago? What? But that's... Huh. 7 years ago. Ah! You mean that case where I was framed, sir? Yes, it's a piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago. Which was then stolen by Callisto Yu. It was stolen by her. What? Mr. Faraday was killed with this key, sir. I thought he was killed with a knife. Yeah. Scruffy. At the very least, try to remember the details of the crime you were a suspect in. Francisca, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few knew of this key's existence. Explaining away the I doubt that a new rookie at the time would have been made privy to such knowledge. Oh, I feel like the victim right now. All trampled on, sir. I suppose I'll just have to fill you in now. The secret to this key is... Bang! It's a reversible knife. Oh, wow, that's amazing, sir. It's like some kind of magic trick. It sure is. Alright, well. The past enters the present, huh? Okay. It's also a knife. I knew it. This is the exact same piece of evidence that Miss Yu took with her. The adornment? I remember this beautiful pattern on the blade. Really? I remember this well. It's a vine motif, isn't it? Yes. It looks like two interwoven vines, crisscrossing down the blade. A vine, sirs. I think it looks like a bunch of stars, if you ask me. It's one of those six-sided stars, just like the police mark on our IDs. Nah, I really don't think you can call these stars. To say that the detective's art sense is underdeveloped would be an understatement. The real question is, why was the Ablaze Embassy's secretariat holding this? Connections to Callisto Yu, perhaps? It's also interesting that they took note of the vine pattern. Which is why I'm going to look at the ornamentation on the other knives now. Thank you very much. This is... Oh. The Cadepian Embassy, though. Well, we don't know how Mr. Koshin came to possess this key. We do know that this was stolen by the Yatagarasu from the Cadopian Embassy. That's right. Mr. Faraday had written that fact down in his organizer. I believe this means that further research is required into the country of Cadopia. Why don't you ask Ambassador Poleno about what he knows? Supposedly he was a candidate to be the next Cadopian ambassador once long ago. He should be able to answer any specific questions. Wait. Oh, right. Cadopian, because that was before they broke up. I was like, Ambassador Poleno to be a candidate. Ambassador? No, it's because he's for a different country. Can I look at these? I think it is different, right? It's kind of hard to tell. But this one is, well, more wavy, if that makes sense. Like circular and wavy, while these are more, I mean, circular, perhaps a bit more, like less wavy and more block, like a blockish wavy. I don't know, but it's also kind of the art. I also don't believe that this is really the Yatagarasu's key. It is a key. Alright. And we already talked about this, so thank you. Come on. There we go. And that was everything in the room. There is logic to deduce. But Cadopia. Ambassador Poleno, I was wondering if I may ask you about Cadopia. Cadopia? Alright. What would you like to talk about? First, I'd like to ask you about this key. What about this key? It could be reproduced, possibly? I don't think so, though. Also, it would not be a far-fetched tale to say they had ties. Callisto U is in network of Manny Kochin and their smuggling ring, or whatever it is. If it's something else besides a smuggling ring. I found it sticking out of Mr. Kochin's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to this embassy. Is that correct? Upon closer inspection, it seems that this key is shaped like a butterfly. And that's not all about this key. It's also capable of changing into a knife. Huh? Oh, how fascinating! Is it possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key? And it's a knife form, and there's a flower mark at the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be from when we used to be a part of Cadopia.
Hold it!
And how did you come to that conclusion? Has both elements? Yeah. It has both Cadopia's national symbols and the butterfly and the flower. I suppose Manny used this key here at the embassy back when we were still Cadopia. Yep. Ambassador Poleno. This key was stolen from the Cadopian embassy 7 years ago by Callisto U, otherwise known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Oh, really? You were not aware that Miss Yu had broken into the embassy at that time. I'm sorry, but I can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador after Babel became its own independent nation. But if Manny were still alive, he would probably know about what happened back then. Knew each other 7 years ago. But that doesn't explain why I found the Yatagarasu's key here in this present. I think it's wrong to refer to it as the Yatagarasu's key. Alright. Now, to logic our way through this. Alright. We definitely do knife stuff. Can't be opened without the key. We could try that. I think we can connect this and this. Boom. Perfect. The design on the knife's handle. It greatly resembles a special Babalese species of butterfly. It does, doesn't it? Plus it says right here, this knife is property of the Republic of Babel. Perhaps this means that the knife used in the crime was found right in this room. Possibly. I I don't think we need that right now. I think we could try the key, use that embassy, and lock safe, but... Or lock safe and stealing the secret. Is talking about a key? Okay, good. We know for a fact that the Yatagarasu's key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim, Mr. Cochin's pocket. Which leads me to think that perhaps it is the key to the personal safe in this office. Wait. Good thinking, sir. Let's try it out. Also, I actually wanted to look at this. Oh, it's just a picture, okay. And I wanted to look at this, too. I forgot to... The butterfly detailing. It would appear that the handle in this knife is removable. I guess. So people can change them whatever they feel like it. Sounds like fun, sir. I don't think people would remove the handle just for fun, detective. And the blade bloodied. So this is what took Mr. Cochin's life. Some of his blood is still on the blade. Wow, I've been a detective for 7 years already, huh? I've seen a lot of weapons in my day. The knives that were used to kill are always the hardest for me to bear. Yes, unlike guns, this is one weapon where you're likely to find the victim's blood on it. Yeah, just like how this one in part is practically drenched in it, huh, sir? Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow. It sure did, currently. Alright. Try opening the safe now. It appears I was correct. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket is literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of truth. That's a false wall, too. What do we have here? Hey, there's nothing inside. Do you think the Yatagarasu made off with everything, sir? No, detective, I believe all we need is a closer look. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Oh, the, what's it called is interesting. Hey, there's a hole here, sir. It's a little too oddly shaped for a latch hole, see? Oh, wow. That's a funny shape for a latch hole, huh? It's shaped kinda like a star, don't you think, sir? Detective, I would hardly call that shape a star. Almost the pattern? I mean, his star. No. Not the knife. There must be some reason for this hole. Well, there's gotta be some reason why this hole's shaped so weird, you know? Am I overthinking this? No, I don't think so. Maybe I'm overthinking things. Nah, there's no way I could ever do that. Oh. Detective Gumshoe, could you please be quiet for a second? You're frightening me. Detective Gumshoe and overthinking. How could it be? It looks like there's such a serious safe, but there's not a scrap of paper inside. Which reminds me, the safe in your office is just as empty, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? It's merely coincident that both safes are empty, detective. Well, I make that a triple coincidence because my piggy bank at home is empty too. I don't think there's anything coincidental about that, detective. Gotta lay down the law there. Oh, I didn't mean to click. Alright. What is this here? It looks like the ripped corner of a piece of paper, sir. And no, I don't think it's ripped. It seems more to me like it's stuck in the safe. Hey, you're right. It won't budge an inch. Not even when I tug on it. But I don't think I've ever seen paper stuck on the inside of a safe before.
Hold it!
Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe. What do you mean? What I mean is that the secret to this safe is that it has 2 compartments. Even just eyeballing it, you can see that the inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, the unnatural way the paper is stuck at the back of the safe. I'd say that there is an extra bit of space behind the back wall of this safe. In other words, the safe has a second compartment. What? I suppose that you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in a natural manner. However, if what you say is correct and there is a second compartment, how do we go about opening the door to it then? As you can see, there is no other lock or keyhole in sight. Actually, there is one more spot of interest to me on this safe. Oh, yes, and I believe that spot is the keyhole to our mystery second lock. The safe and its lock. Alright then. Since you're so sure of it, yourself show me how you deduced your answer. It's gotta be this, right? Like, vine-like pattern, I guess. Although I wouldn't say it's a vine. Or, well... I don't see it, but... I'm gonna do this, because this is what it's leading me to. Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Francisca? The shape. It does look very familiar. However, I believe it's simply a latch hole for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more.
Hold it!
Is that so? The person who used this safe, Mr. Cochin, made sure the safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. What's this going to reveal, though, is the real question. Do you honestly think someone that would allow the keyhole to be hit in half to look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure it out? Wait, what? Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole to the hit in half to look so obviously like a keyhole that the average person would figure it out? You can't be serious. Are you saying that this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment of this safe? That's precisely what I'm saying. And I will prove to you right now that the Yatagarasu's key is the key that will open it.
Objection!
The Yatagarasu's key. Miles Edgeworthy. This had better be a very bad joke. Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yatagarasu's key is the very key that will open the second compartment to this safe. We know that this key opens the first compartment of the safe. But the keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the key. We discovered this trick 7 years ago. Oh, wait. Ah, there it is. Okay, I didn't think of it like that, but that makes Let's go over this again. Shall we? The Yatagarasu's key was originally made to open Mr. Cochin's safe in the Cadopian embassy. We confirm that as fact by opening the door to his safe with it. Now let's take a look at the back end of the key. Looking at the knife portion head on, what do you see? What are you talking? Ah! It appears that you've come to understand what I'm talking about. When viewed head on, the knife blade is the exact same shape as the keyhole. The real function of the knife portion is to act as a key to the hidden portion of the safe. But that's preposterous. Ah. Because it looks like a knife and was used like one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago. I mean, I figured it was a dual part key, but... Oh, where... Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Looking at it like this, you really don't see that it juts out like that. That's why I was confused. But they talked about stars and vines when referencing it, so I was like, it had to be this. Gotcha. We fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. I think there's another misconception here too, but you know. But for both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks. Whatever is hidden inside the secret section must be of incredible importance. And then, it's even possible that what I've been searching for is inside. Scruffy, hurry and open up that safe.
Yes, sir. Opening it now, sir.
Uh-huh. Something from Zhengfa, maybe? What is it, Mount Fuji or whatever? Egyptian? And items. And these items there.
It's a bunch of funny shaped things. I guess they're a piece of art in the way.
You're in the way. Now move, Scruffy.
I didn't think I was in the way.
These pieces of art. They're identical to the ones that have been stolen from various countries around the world. I figured as much. These are the treasures this section. The safe was to hide from view. I believe a more thorough examination is required. Huh. Something from Zhengfa I could believe. I wonder how much they're worth, sir. Especially this one. Yeah. Scruffy, don't touch those valuable pieces of art with your filthy hands. Why? Do you have any idea what would happen to you if one of them were to break? A broken pot, you say? Is it just me, or did she hit one of the pieces of art just now? Francisca, you gotta be careful. Okay. None of them are relevant. This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's about.
Beats me, sir.
Why don't we take a look at it first before we give up, detective? Different text, missing paper, records. Also, it's not in, well, English. It's not in, what is it either? Bodemian? I think it was, I don't remember. Agent, whoever the fuck agent, the playing case was, it's not in that language either. Maybe it is. Mr. Coach's name is written here, on the last page. I wonder what the significance of this document is. Possibly the door too. To build this sort of trick into one safe is really something.
Yeah, it's neat how this safe has 2 compartments, huh? But what's really impressive is that the other end of the key was another key. I totally hadn't noticed.
Wonder if Mr. Cochin was just paranoid, or if he had secrets of that great of value.
Speaking of paranoid, I once sharpened both ends of my pencil. But then, when I went to erase something, I got all paranoid that I was going to stab myself.
Please refrain from dispensing your special brand of unrelated stories while on duty.
Yes, sir.
Back to the thing. It appears that we found the key that Yatagarasu, no, Miss Yu stole 7 years ago.
Since it was originally from this embassy, maybe she came back to return it, huh?
I don't think she's the type to be so kind as to do such a thing, Detective.
Okay. And what do you think, sir?
Callisto Yu. For what reason did she steal the key? That is of interest. Absolutely.
Really?
Any logic then? I don't know if these are connected, but it's not letting me continue, so we'll try. They were connected. To steal your dirtiest secret, huh? Is it possible that the dirty secret the Yatagarasu was out to steal is in this very room? Dirty secret? Francisca, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhanding dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence. In that case, then, the person I'm looking for is here in the Ablaze embassy, huh? The head of the smuggling operation. I think I just might need to ask Francisca about her smuggling case more in depth. Sure do. Smuggling. Francisca, when we last talked, you said that you were on the trail of a smuggler. I suppose the reason you are here right now is related to that. Yes. After analyzing the intel we've gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. And this is what tipped us off. There's page 2 of 3. This accounting document. It's only one page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about all the details. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. For you see, this type of paper was made only in the Principality of Cadopia. Which means that somewhere in the countries of Alabest and Babel is the head. The one pulling the strings behind the entire smuggler. That's Francisca for you. She's amazing, pursuing this case with all she has. And one of the countries is ringleader. Now. Deduce this with this. Oh wait. What language is it in? Eureka! Take a good look at these documents, Francisca. It says that there are 3 pages in total, and yeah, there are only two of them here. Correct. Now take a look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3? Well, it certainly looks that way. By putting our multi-part puzzles together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. And it seems that you have now found what you were looking for. Yes, and with this, it has become crystal clear that Mr. Cochin himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Ablaze Inc. Ablaze Inc., huh? Ablaze Inc. Ablaze Inc. is a special product of the Republic of Babel. However, due to a special reason, only a limited volume is ever exported.
Hold it!
And that reason is to attract tourists. And that's classified. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. I'm gonna find out. In any case, it seems that the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Cochin. It is a possibility. I'll say that much. His base was in an embassy, thus it was hard for both our country and his to interfere, making it the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation. Possible, but why was he killed? But it's so frustrating. I lost the person I was to rain judgment down upon with my whip of justice. Well, even if he is dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds. You expect me to whip a dead man? Well, I'm not interested. Whip of justice indeed. Francisca, you must know. That Manny Cushion was a suspect in the KGA incident. Of course I know. On top of being the head of the smuggling ring. There's a matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved. Alright. Are you done investigating? This room? Yes. Lots of things to be discovered. What is that on the floor, actually? Huh. You realize now, don't you? That this girl's the only one who could be. Now come along quietly, Yatagarasu. Kei Faraday. We're under arrest for the murder of Manny Cochin. Mr. Edgeworth. I mean, we haven't found anything regarding a possible suspect, really. Please, you have to believe me, I didn't do it. I chased the fake Yatagarasu in here, and he was already... You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes. What is that supposed to mean? I believe I told you that Kei Faraday is not the culprit of this crime. Very well, I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are. Why arrest Kei? It's gonna be about the knife and how the knife... Maybe? Even you, police, confirm that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Ablaze embassy tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into the embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else in here with the body. Your reasons for suspecting Kei is because you think she is the Yatagarasu. Exactly. It isn't just me. She calls herself the Yatagarasu. Look how many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Yatagarasu. Imposter or not. It matters not. The Yatagarasu is a Yatagarasu. Damn. That's a condescending look. God damn. They do that little head lift quite well in these games. In this game specifically. Very well. Then I shall prove that Kei is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manny Cochin. Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of. I'm oppressive.
Hold it!
They may have confirmed it, but are you telling me that no one could catch the thief? If so, you're basically admitting that the Yatagarasu that committed murder eluded us. Of course I chased after the Yatagarasu that entered the Ablaze embassy right away. And that is also why I'm making this arrest right now. Because of an end of a mile-long chase, there was only this girl. No! In any case, this is what I believe happened tonight. Oh. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire.
Hold it!
Who set the fire? The confusion caused by the fire? Are you saying that the Yatagarasu was not the arsonist who started the fire? A suspicious person in a long coat was spotted in the area. Officers in the area claim to have seen that person start the fire. It sounds like we have a phantom in our midst.
Yeah.
With the way he randomly appeared. I could believe it was an accident by Gumshoe too. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu.
Hold it!
Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't prove that she is a killer. No, but it does give her a motive. Yatagarasu sent a card saying, "I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret." Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this area, in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. So she killed Mr. Cochin for the key. I see. Her logic is very sound. I expected nothing less of Agent Lang's secretary. However, this statement just now doesn't sound right. It might just be the opening I need. Oh, they added it, okay. Steal documents.
Hold it!
So you're claiming that Kay knew that a foreign country's embassy had such documents? As stated in the calling card, the Yatagarasu was out to steal a dirty secret. Which means that the goal tonight was to steal the smuggling activity documents. You have it all wrong. It was the fake that sent that card. Your words are meaningless. If you're truly innocent, then let's see some proof. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I leave it to you to handle this. Yes, I'd rather you did. Yatagarasu's goal, huh? You can claim she's innocent, but that can't change the facts I've already outlined.
Hold it!
No one else. It's an open window, though. I really don't think that being the first to discover the body makes her the killer by default. No, but if you saw the self-reported Yatagarasu standing in front of a body, wouldn't you get a little suspicious yourself? Yeah, even so, I'd still listen to what that person had to say before I passed judgment. Huh. Are you talking about yourself in those times when you were under suspicion? I think the pain of being falsely accused is something you really should experience. Francisca the murderer confirmed?
I personally know the feeling very well, sir.
And given my situation, I now know exactly what it's like too. I'm fine with never experiencing it, ever. You done with your little group conference? So Agent Sheena suspects Kei of murder simply because Kei is the Yatagarasu. If I can prove that the Yatagarasu's goal is not related to murder, and I may be able to begin to reason with her. Steal documents regarding smuggling for the key. He shouldn't have had the key, supposedly.
Objection!
Yep, perfect. Agent Sheena, I regret to inform you, but there is a flaw in your logic. Oh. Even if you claim that she is the killer, and the Yatagarasu, I am certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Cochin's body. Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents. Damn, that is a sweat emote. She's smiling through it. By the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked, it's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all. And perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Cochin had the key on him.
Objection!
If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had known that fact. and need reason. All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe second compartment before returning the key. Ah! But the fact still remains that Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death.
Objection!
But you have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act. Actually, I do. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes. What? Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her away behind bars. Ah. Definitive evidence. The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is a part of a special 3-piece set, which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There's no counter-argument. Debatable. No. That is your definitive evidence. See now that she's definitely the killer, right? No, Mr. Edgeworth, you've got to believe me. I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear. And you came in here because you were chasing down this suspicious person. That's right. I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person. That's risky, incredibly risky. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned the lights on, but then... Ah! Who's there? This is... I came to this room upon hearing the girl's scream. When I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her. She was holding the knife. Near the door, though, so the object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon. I had the knife, but we failed to find anyone's prints on it. But the suspicious person in the black coat who came into this room before me continued to insist that there was such a person. If there was, where did they go? I don't know. But I know they came in here. And that sounds like a desperate excuse of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworthy. She has a point. Not believing, even if Kay's words are true. I must show that they are with some solid evidence. Mr. Edgeworth, I really didn't. Kay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, there must exist a way for me to prove that. Still not giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument if you can. Don't worry, I can and I will. Rebuttal. Later than I. Does this mean that you already have the results back? You've confirmed that the shape of the Ablaze knife blade matches the wound. Please don't confuse the efficiency of Interpol's forensics teams with your own. They are incredibly quick compared to how it is
Objection!
the OG trilogy. I won't if you don't underestimate our police force. And so we're clear. I'll handle all. I'd hardly say your logic is sound, which you will see in a bit. If you can prove me wrong, please, by all means, go ahead. That has been my intention all along. Now, Let us return to your testimony. Huh. Killer was holding.
Hold it!
You mean to say that you saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes? I was also on the search for the Yatagarasu. When I heard that girl scream coming from this room, I rushed over straight away. When I arrived, I saw that girl standing there motionless with the knife in her hands. But I already told you, I only came in here because I was also after the Yatagarasu. Uh-huh. The suspicious person I saw came into this room. But when I entered, it was pitch dark. I felt something by my foot, so I turned the lights on, and then you found out that it was the murder weapon at your feet. How many times do I have to tell you? We can't trust the word of a suspect. The only thing you'll accept as evidence, is it? That's the only acceptable way to counter an agent of Interpol on the scene of a crime. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have some kind of evidence that can prove me innocent? I think I do, because there is one piece of evidence that I find to be a bit interesting. The knife?
Hold it!
Okay. I ask that you please refrain from speculation. To sound hypothetical derived from the evidence. There's no room for debate. Ah! Miles Edgeworth. Know that an ungraceful loss will not be tolerated, my subordinate. Now rebut her hypothesis with factual logic. Otherwise, what was your investigation for? Yes, you are correct. Thank you. Helping a subordinate out with advice is the job of any good superior. She seems to be rather enjoying herself, but she is correct nonetheless. Ah, Agent Sheena, please continue with your testimony.
Hold it!
About the three-piece set, is there really no other like it? Let's ask Ambassador Helena for more details, shall we? Yes, the knives are indeed special. They have the butterfly, the symbol of the Republic of Babel, engraved on them. And because there are only 3 of them in the world, they are very, very valuable. The national symbol, huh? Well, the knives are covered in the butterfly design. Along with the Alabestian set, our respective countries only have 3 knives each. I see. Are you satisfied now? If so, let's continue. Oh, that was Sheena. It all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument. No, I believe there's still room for debate. And I'll thank you for not to decide that for me. I didn't decide anything for you. I'm merely looking at reality the way it is. Huh. Are you sure you're not just viewing the facts through rose-colored glasses? No, just pitch black. Mr. Edgeworth, I think she's mad at you. Perhaps, but our definitions of reality are a tad different. Are the two of you done chatting? Agent Sheena's proof is the Babbly's knife that Kay was allegedly holding. Yeah. So, how are you going to prove that Kay didn't do it, sir? If Agent Sheena wants to suspect Kay merely because Kay was the only one here, then I must show evidence that Kay couldn't have committed the murder. But do you have such evidence, sir? Yes, there's one piece very unnatural to me. Knife? I think it's the knife, right? Got it in one. Ha ha ha. So the murder was the knife with the butterfly design on it. Is that really the truth? What are you getting at? I'd like for you to take a look at this. There's blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. Nor the adornment. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched, and was in fact not the real murder weapon. It wasn't the real murder weapon. This knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? Bang! Alright, as you can see, the Ablaze knife has now been disassembled into two parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly knife. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed with the butterfly-themed knife. Damn, bro. A fucking gunshot almost. A whole fucking air flip. This should clear up any and all suspicion surrounding Kay. Your argument isn't airtight yet. How so? It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the hands.
Hold it!
Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing? Nah. If you were to commit murder, there'd be a purpose. I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond comprehension of a normal person like me. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem.
Objection!
The truth is right in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Kay is not, and could not have been, Mr. Cochin's killer. What is this mark on here? It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means. And no, not really. Well, you should be a better investigator then. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar. And so they do. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Now to prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this. The brochure?
Take that!
You can't be serious. Huh. It appears that you've made the connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right, the Kingdom of Alabasta. In other words, this blade is from one of the Alabasta ornamental knives. She recovers so quickly, though. What? Fucking full-on headbang into a serious expression. And this part of the knife handle has Babel's national symbol of the butterfly on it. And therefore, it is undeniably Babelese in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent China? After the fire had broken out. That's right. Kay entered the Babelese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been the Abelestian side of the building before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire. He's blowing out everything, which means that Kay could not have transported the Abelestian object over here. And this makes it impossible for her to be the true killer. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworthy, sir. What a great victory, huh? Alright. No, it's not over yet. Who's the real murderer?
Huh? Hey, why is everyone so quiet, huh?
I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. But what worries me now is what will happen next.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? An Alabestian knife here. Do you mean, how did this find its way to the Republic of Babel? It didn't just find its way over. Rather, we should focus on how it was smuggled over. You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we're just standing around. Thinking while we're on the run? Now that's the way of a real great thief operates. Okay. Oh, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth, for proving my innocence, I mean. For proving my innocence, I mean. You believed me in me. The whole time, right? Tell me, you did. Not really, but... Come on. You don't have to be shy about it. I believed the whole way. Your argument is still not airtight. Would you care to elaborate? Understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there's still the possibility that she is the Yatagarasu. That again! Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I am the real Yatagarasu. I'm not like that fake one that goes around setting fires, okay? Whether you're a real deal or a fake, it doesn't matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that this girl is the one who started the fire.
Objection!
Preposterous. On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing? It is a possibility. The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu. That in itself is the most elegant proof. That's no proof at all. Miss Sheena. Yes. I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief Yatagarasu, and I refuse to allow some imposters that my father pointed me towards. I will walk it the best I can. It's not good to be so stubborn. I hope you can understand that. Thanks a lot for your concern, Miss Sheena. Let me share something with you, too, as a token of my appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you. So I'll steal them from you next time, okay? What? She does look better without the sunglasses, not gonna lie. Well, I guess we better get going. Going to where? To the Kingdom of Ablaze. If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right? I suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. To see where the Alabestian knife came from, we'll have to pay the Alabestian embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworthy. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt. Understood. Hell yeah. To be continued? Thank you. Man. I'm liking it. It is going to be the end of stream here, though. And what's it called? Interesting. I knew Manny Coaching would be involved, and it was a possibility that he would, what's it called? Be murdered. I didn't think he would be murdered, though. But he was murdered, so we're fucked. Him being the firm ringleader of the smuggling ring? Possibly. But there's more to this than just that. There's still the black and the white Yatagarasus. And I'm assuming Kay as the third Yatagarasu. 3 Yatagarasus. It is possible Kay's the black Yatagarasu, maybe? Maybe. But I don't know. Right now, we're just trying to figure out how Manny Koshin died, I guess. And we're going to learn more about the smuggling ring and KGA incident in Yatagarasu as we go through this case. Both Yatagarasu. Well, one of the Yatagarasu is linked to the smuggling ring. Callisto U, the white card Yatagarasu. But the black card Yatagarasu is very suspicious, is all I'm going to say for now. And we don't know much. But I will be continuing. What's today? Wednesday? Probably on Friday. I might be back tomorrow, but probably on Friday. If you watch this, thanks for watching. I'm Azrin. And I'll be around for more Ace Attorney investigations. Peace.